can make sure I'm being that vessel on the right team and not drawing you toward the other team.
Man, that's good stuff, man. This is good. Everybody show some love to my man, Marcus McFarland.
It was nothing but love.
Because everyone is trying to get in this spotlight that doesn't exist.
Wow.
What up, everybody? This is Norris Johnson II from Reconciliation Ministries, and we're here at the Movement Underground 9.0 with Dr. Tony Whitley Jr. Is that your name, Dr.? Yeah.
So here we go, guys. Let's go to the foundational text here. Check. 1, 2, baby. Hey, Underground. 9-0. Y'all know how we do it.
Let's go.
Baby. Yeah. Let's get it. Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday edition. This is the Straight Pino Mix. It is hip hop church at its finest. Your favorite DJ, the hip hop preacher, Dr. Tony Whitley Jr. Team Underground, Lady T, Sheila, Tracy, and Nancy. We ready to do it on this Straight Pino Mix. Y'all know what we need y'all to do. Come on, share it once, share it twice. Share it 3 times. Come on, tag names in the comments as we endeavor to be the #1 social media podcast in the nation. Let's get that banner up real quick before we welcome people in. We got a hot weekend on this weekend. We got my man, I call him D to the Tate, is in the studio with me today. And then we got Sister Singleton as well. Look at the lineup this weekend, y'all. We got Get That Bread, Get Fed. Yeah. We got Get That Bread, Get Fed, Minister Sheila Walker. And then we got Von Mays. Come on, Phoenix, Versatile, turn up and look at that battle. Mr. Church is the champ. We got a hot lineup this weekend, but we're going to get close and find out who's with us this evening on the Movement Underground 9.0 Straight Me, No Mix. Let's ride.
We on the 9.
There go Nancy. She back, y'all. She back.
Everybody
Uno. She back in there. Get that bread, get fed. What up, Minister Sheila Walker? Say something to him.
What up?
He coming like that. I like that. Hey, you hit it on the 16. Big brother Bobby Holmes, man. Welcome to the Underground 9.0. Good to see you tonight, man. And there it is. Good evening, good people. Welcome. I don't know who the Facebook user is, but we saying good evening back to you. Put your name in there so we know who you are. Right. Hey, man, I saw the most beautiful picture of Brother Folks and his baby today on her first day of school. Shout out to Brother Folks. What's going on, fam?
That's what's up. Hey, Con.
And we got Mother Linda. Listen. Sister Con on there too?
Say something, Con. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're going to get ready to get right into it. This is the Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday Straight Pino Mix. What is Straight Pino Mix, y'all? Straight potent and straight powerful. And if you wish to be in the street and be in the game, it ain't real dope unless it got a little P color to it. Deron ain't even saying that to me yet. He ain't started yet. I ain't got to start yet. And so this word got that little P color to it. It's potent. It's Straight Pino Mix. So listen, I want to introduce our guest on tonight, and I'm so thankful. First of all, let me kind of go backwards then forwards. I had the privilege and the opportunity to hang out with Running Rebels this past Tuesday. I was on the Unity Milwaukee podcast, so shout out to Montreal and all, and Victor Barnett and all them. Yeah. But now this Running Rebels Underground 9.0, we becoming this merged family. But one of the first ones to come on our show was Deron Tate, so we welcome him into the Underground Studios. And watch this, we gonna call her his boo thing.
His boo, y'all better know.
His boo thing, his boo thing is in here with us. So this is a Straight Pino Mix. We got both community activists and founders of Undeniable Clothing and Apparel. It is Deborah Singleton and Deron Tate, both of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They are in the studio with us on tonight. And we are thankful. That brother in love. I love black love. I love black love, y'all. That brother in love. What they used to say on those posts, it's the way he look at her for me. It's the way he look at her. So what's going on, Deron? How you doing, man?
Man, blessed. That's always my word.
That's good.
Blessed.
That's good, man. And this is your underground name. We gonna treat you right after the show, but we just gonna call you Boo Thang all the way through the show. Hey, how you doing, Sister Boo Thang?
I am wonderful.
Good to see you on here tonight. So, Deron, we just gonna go right into it, man, and just talk about a couple of things, man. Of course, we know I've been out in the community and I've seen you all out there, man, working in the community. I know you work a lot with the Running Rebels, and I know you have your own clothing line. So, but let's start with the Running Rebels. Talk about the role that you play over there and exactly what you do in the program over with Victor Barnett and the Running Rebels.
So I'm in what they call the MCAT program.
Okay.
It's changing, but for right now, it's the MCAT program.
Mhm.
And we work with the high-risk youth in the city. Most of my kids are on GPS. And
Okay.
we go out to the detention center, build a relationship with them. First 6 months, we built a relationship in the pod, on the pod.
Okay.
And then next 6 months is in the community.
Real quickly, man, and I used to coming up, I did 10 years. I worked with Salim Alameen at New Horizon Center and did a lot of work in group homes. And I was a director for a group home for about 4 or 5 years at New Outlook. Talk about, man, what's needed, man, with these young men or young women that have gotten caught up in certain bad decisions. They've been incarcerated and things like that. How do we bridge them back into the community and get them back going on a steady pace?
First of all, I think it starts with understanding.
That's good, man.
I think a lot of people don't understand them. Understanding and love. So when I go on detention, mostly I go on Fridays, play basketball with them. Right?
Okay. Can you hoop around? Can you kill him? You be killing him?
Yeah, that's what I do. at Rebels, you got to be able to.
You got to be a baller. I'm an ex-Rebel, man, so I know, brother. I know.
Because they're going to call you out at some point.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, brother.
So you got to do basketball. But we get up there and then play with them, build a relationship, get to figure out, who they really are.
Okay.
We know what the file says.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We get to know them and you find out, man, most of them really just kids. They lost. Some of them are addicted to doing the car stealing. Some of them, do it for the money. It's a lot of different reasons, but I think first is understanding.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out, what's really going on with them and building that relationship with them. And then is being there for them.
That's key. I'm coming over to Sister Singleton. Now, I know you out here working with your boo thing. Now it's you boo thing now, Deron. You boo thing. When we flip over, you boo thing. But tell us, how did you all get involved with being community activists and working so much in the community?
Well, before Mr. Tate's joined Running Rebels, I was in crisis.
So you brought him in there, didn't you?
I ain't gonna take all.
So did that happen?
Yeah.
What happened was,
It's good.
I was a crisis mentor for the young ladies in
Okay.
the Rebels, and that was kind of like an eye opener when I first started. It brought me back to when I was younger. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
times has really, really, really changed.
Yeah, that's good.
And working with the young ladies, it was going into the homes. It was like they're missing love and that
That's
caring,
good.
that mothering that
Yes, ma'am.
I had coming up. It's not what these young girls are seeking. They're
Okay.
seeking it in social media and
Come on.
all these outside distractions. They want
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
what they see on TV
Yeah.
and not knowing they self. And
Mhm.
when I taught them self-love, to know yourself
That's
first,
good.
love yourself first.
That is so good. That's so good. Lady T, I'm gonna get you in. We finna mess with Deron because y'all the ones. See, it's a wonderful thing when life come full circle and you know people from back in the day and you've seen them mature and grow. So I know you introduced me to Deron. You said that's my people's right there. We got to get them on the show and all this
On the
kind of
G, we
stuff.
like play cousins. We share a cousin. We
Right.
share a cousin. So that's when we cousins too. When you can have a cousin, but like that's my cousin too. So he my cousin, y'all. For
Okay.
real.
He
Like,
okay. So then they're making my cousin.
all right, that's our cousin.
That's
This
our
my
cousin.
cousin too.
I didn't know. I didn't even know he was related to today. But let's talk about the history and talk about. And I really want you to get into this, Lady T. Talk about growing up and then seeing people mature and really make an impact on community like you see with Deron here.
Deron will always be Deron to me, okay? For real. So when I see him in the community and even hear him talking, it's like, man, he done grew up on me.
Yeah.
And it's not that he didn't supposed to because he's still cool.
Yeah.
He ain't changed from in school. He always kicked it with everybody. He always played ball because I play ball with the dudes.
Yeah.
I was the only girl. I don't think I was the only girl around y'all. And they didn't play.
Yeah.
And when I see him in the world, I'm like, he don't play. When I see him, I see her. When I don't even see him, I still see her.
Yeah.
It's like one. I don't know when y'all met, how y'all met, but
We gonna find out tonight. We
I
finna
never-
find out. I'm gonna ask
I
her.
really just seemed like when I got on social media, it was always her and him.
Mhm.
And then he knows DeMonte as well.
Okay.
And they
okay.
worked in the field together. So for me, it is a blessing to see that he didn't go to the drugs. He didn't go to the streets.
Talk
And I
about
mean
it.
drugs as in either doing them or selling them. I mean, he ain't out here pimping. He ain't out here.
He got a pimp demeanor though. He real laid back.
I mean, but he know how to handle it though. You know what I mean?
He like
I just
Goldie.
thank God that we know some of the people in our group that done did 5, 10, 15, 20,
That's
went
true.
back, came back,
That's true.
died.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that he has developed into a real man.
Yeah.
Not just a man, because anybody can be a man. I need to be I need to see real men.
That's good
Real
stuff.
men that's trying to impact these children and impact others.
I like that, Lady T. Sheila, I'm coming to you. Because you got I don't even know if we need to call your family a tribe. I don't know what to call y'all because it's so many of y'all.
It's a tribal family.
She said a tribal family.
It's many.
but you got a lot of males in your family. So I want you to just kind of comment on the importance of seeing, because we have a lot of men that's out of place, and Deron is filling the void for a lot of young people in the role that he plays. Talk about the importance of seeing men step up to help the community with young men and young women as well as that.
It's Pastor always be starting stuff. Now listen, because we grew up, and it's so funny, we was talking about this the other day.
Come on.
We grew up in our family some generations ago. We didn't have male role models in our house. A lot of the women raised the boys, and they was the fathers and the mothers.
Wow.
So, and I was talking to my oldest daughter literally a couple days ago, and I told them I thank them for breaking these generational curses
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
From not just being there for your daughters, but being there for your sons, and marriage.
That's good.
And honoring marriage, and showing these new generations, these people, these men, these women, these young men, these young ladies, what it's like to really be in a family.
That's good stuff.
Where you have a huge, awesome male role model, not just teaching these boys how to take care of women, how to honor women, how to respect women, but also the girls seeing the men doing this and not allowing other men coming in and disrespecting them.
I like that
because
shit.
they saw how they were literally
That's really good.
treated.
That's really good. You killed that one. You killed that.
She was just about to get put on the session.
I used it. My hand was.
Just about to put on the session,
Watch
y'all.
this. My hand was trying to creep over. I was trying to push the button on her, but her lips. She passed it. So now I can pass it back to Deron.
Anyway.
So Deron, and this is a question for both of y'all. I'm gonna go to Deron first, and then I'm gonna go to Sister Boo.
Babe,
Huh?
these comments snapping Deron by the crowd.
Yeah, Deron will be playing. Deron will be playing.
They out here like Deron did his work, and I'm just saying.
So
I got some people with me now.
that's good. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we got you on here, brother. That's exactly why we got you on here. But I want to come to you, man, and I want you to give some advice to men, because one of the challenging things for men in this generation that are family men is balancing their first responsibility, their family, and then being shared with all these young people that don't have fathers in their lives and that you're mentoring.
Come on.
Give some advice to men on how to balance that life and be all things to all people.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just say what I do. I'm pretty much just me at all times.
I like that, man.
Like some people wear different masks, they wear the dad mask, the father mask, the hanging out with my guys mask, and it's always
That's
different.
real.
Mine is always the same. I just adjust it a little bit,
Okay.
and you can save time that way.
He says it because you ain't got to be thinking how to figure this stuff out. Yeah.
I'm always me.
That's it.
Now I'm coming to you. So now, how do you? Because Lady T, and I'm gonna have her come in on this as well, and we'll close out the segment here in about 2 minutes. But Lady T has to deal with this as well. Now I'm finding out I got to deal with it. Sharing your significant other with the community, with the work they do. How do we balance that?
Yes, girl. I be saying that.
I balance it well.
Okay.
Mr. Tate knows a lot of.
I love how she keep calling him Mr. Tate.
Yes, girl. Mr. Whitley.
Change, I like that, man. You can glean from that. Girl, glean from that. But go ahead, we cut there all the clouded.
I told her to watch the show, y'all. Now,
Because of you. Watch my husband say that.
It's just a form of habit.
oh,
That's respect,
That's
God.
when I'm being cute. I want to be, hey, Mr. Tate.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. I'm like, hey, Mr. Whitley.
Wait a minute. Why you grinning up?
That's funny.
Did you see how he smiled when she said it though? In the next segment, we're gonna talk about this black love, y'all. That's why I got her here. I want to talk about this. But let her finish her statement, then we'll close it out and go into our first commercial break. Go ahead, sis.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
Sharing him
Sarah Cracker.
as a family man, and then having to deal with the community work that he's done, because he's dealing with a lot of individuals.
Mhm.
How do you balance that out and keep the relationship healthy?
I balance it out very well. I know coming into the relationship, hit the work he was doing, he knew a lot of people and being loved by a lot of people in the community, which doesn't bother me. I love seeing a strong black man being welcomed by our women in the community,
That
and
is so
especially
good.
the kids that he worked with. The parents acknowledge him and giving him his flowers that why he are still here. And
That's
at
good.
home is still balanced the same. Nothing has changed. We're both the same people.
That's good. I'm so glad to have y'all here. This is good stuff, y'all. All right, y'all. We got to pay the bills here at the Movement Underground 9.0. So let's get ready to do what we do. Y'all know how we get down. Let's go. All right, good people. This is the Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday edition. It's called the Straight P No Mix. Your favorite DJ, the hip hop preacher, Dr. Tony Whitley Jr. Team Underground, Lady T, Sheila, Tracy, and Nancy. Team Underground.
Hey, Sarah.
who got on that, Lady T?
Our people's on her. It's his people, but she was my people's, I think, first. We go back like 4 black.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back with more Straight P No Mix right here on the Movement Underground 9.0.
Sarah, put in the comments who you knew first, me or Deron. Okay.
This commercial is being brought to you by a refreshing drink to tickle your taste buds. Ice cold water when you wake up. Founded in Milwaukee, rep the city, gon' drink up. Glass bottles, not plastic, let's have a toast like players. Rejuice soda, we got a variety of flavors. Grape, strawberry, orange, root beer, lemonade, citrus blast, and we selling out fast. Spread the word around town, RejuveSoda.com. Rejuve, a new refreshing drink with bursting flavors. We also have Rejuve Spring Water.
She was freestyling, but I'm in the back like this. Like, hold up, she can spit though.
I'm just saying.
You know it because
I want to get you though.
I'm Pastor Terrence Morris, Senior of the Kairos Phoenix Corps, and you are watching the Movement Underground 9.0 with Dr. Tony Whitley Jr. and Lady T.
So exegesis means to extract exactly out what the Word of God is saying. Eisegesis is that you done got a thought in your head and you're going to get some scriptures to wrap around your thought and call it the Word of God when it's really your idea.
Tune in Sundays, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Movement Underground 9.0 Facebook. Movement Underground 9.0 YouTube.
That's it. Hey.
Yeah. Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday edition.
Get it.
We riding it out.
What?
You want me to pass it to you real quick?
Whoa, what?
You want to pass it? Go ahead.
We on the Straight P, no mix, yeah. We got my boo D and the rhyme, yo. We got the takes on the show. We about to flow. Here we go. Straight P, no mix on the 9.0.
Hey!
What? That's straight up the dome, y'all.
That was good, Lady T. That was good. Let me push my button on there.
Hey, make some noise.
You killed that, girl. You killed that. You be killing. We back in here, y'all. We back in here. This is good stuff, y'all. Welcome to the Movement Underground 9.0.
Okay, Tisha, that's what's up, girl.
That's good.
Okay,
what's going on, fam? I see my boy, Brother McKinney, on here. All the people from the Art Music Group. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being on here with us on tonight. Wait a minute. Put that comment back up here.
She said me. I won. She knew me first.
But I might got you before she got you, though.
What?
When y'all was by Taco Bell?
Oh, he calling you out, Lady T.
We say who knew me first.
Let's bring the rest of the team in. Come on in, Nancy and Tracy, so we can just dialogue and kick it a little bit. And this is normally our teaching block, but I think I would want to use real live teaching just by way of conversation and doing that. And I think we can talk about some healthy things. We've been dealing with a wonderful series, conviction, the course, condemnation, the crash. We're dealing with just, watch this, y'all, yielding yourself to the decency and the morality of God to treat people with kindness, treat people with love, in spite of them and in spite of you sometimes. All of us go through stuff. All of us have what we call good days, bad days. But listen, we're responsible there. And I've said this often, I'm going to say it again. There is a power power in the earth that God cannot supersede, and that's the power of your choice.
Yes.
He never wants to make you do anything. He wants those that are willing and obedient. So he'll never supersede your choices. So we have a responsibility, and we are empowered, watch this, to have the choice to love people, to care about people, to do that. And listen, and I'm gonna say this, and I hope nobody email me. Even if they email me, I ain't gonna even answer it. I might not answer. I don't answer bad emails. I don't mess with them, but they be coming for it sometime. But listen, you all, it's also, watch this, a choice gift that you have to take on, and particularly what Deron does and all of us, to have this consistent pattern of, watch this, let me love you beyond you.
That's it.
Let me treat you with love in spite of you not loving yourself.
Amen.
Let me treat you with love, knowing that because I'm close to you, I'm just getting some of this confusion, but it really don't have nothing to do with me. It just got everything to do that you're hurting right now.
Yeah.
And so you have to build yourself up to be able to, watch this, take the stabs of people that's intended for somebody else. I'm already teaching in this teaching block. So with that, y'all, I want to kind of go around and shout out to Nancy. We so glad she back. Shout out to Nancy and Tracy. What you got, Lady T?
What you said, the field that she works into, and I don't know if
put her on in, Lady T. Come on.
I asked her, well, can you share what you do in your field? I don't know if you want to, but you're here now. Look.
I might be on the run.
Caught up now. Look.
Man, they coming for me.
Yeah, we worldwide too. They watching you right now. We might hold you and get that ransom too. I'll split it with you.
So I swear that wasn't me.
That's what we just said that the other day, dude.
Yeah. I am a EEG tech. I say at Club 9200 because everybody afraid her.
Okay.
She said Club 9200.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my place. That's my
We monitor patients that come in for epilepsy, which is seizures.
Okay.
I have a total of 16 monitors in front of me, and I'm watching patients that are hooked up throughout the hospital. Their brain waves.
Yes, ma'am.
So my job is to detect where the seizures are coming from. So I'm the eyes, ears when I ain't sleep. No, don't.
We'll edit that out.
For real.
I'm woke. I'm woke.
Yeah.
She has to be.
Yeah.
And that's the dedication, like you said. When you just said that, it just made me want to pull her in too, just outside of what they do, because she always in the field with him too. I rarely don't see them because I be looking like, where she at? She close somewhere. Where the picture?
Okay.
You know. But then also,
he makes sure she's seen though. He real good at making sure everybody know what
you
time
might not know her name, but know her name.
Because I couldn't find her on Facebook. Now, I was doing my homework. I couldn't find her, Deron. I had to call her, get the name and everything.
I'm like, she on Facebook or somewhere? Not her picture up there, gang. She is right here.
He is truly covering. I want to talk about this because this is the reason. We were all at the rally, Running Rebels rally, about a month or so ago, and ran into Deron out there. And Deron had been on the show a couple of times already. But this is something powerful, and we talk about this all the time. When you in a room full of people, the only person in the room you can't see is you. And every time I see y'all, it's the same. Y'all ain't faking. Y'all ain't phony. Y'all genuinely love each other, and it comes out in y'all conduct towards each other. And I said, babe, I want to bring them on the show and talk about this black love thing because they really, really got it. Because me and you really got it.
Because I'm like, what they coming? I usually, what they're coming on. You know what? I'm like, what we doing? We just clowning. Oh, I'm good then.
Right.
Because, I mean, every time I see y'all, I can see y'all in Miami. The pictures says this. Y'all pictures say 1,000 words. Y'all pictures show the happiness. Y'all pictures show that y'all can't fake or front.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if y'all look at y'all pictures, but we be looking at them.
Yeah.
And I'm saying y'all post them for us to look, but you also is sharing y'all love. So it's just undeniable.
So let's get into it. And Deron, me and you gotta protect each other. So we got all these women that's gonna be kind of commenting and opinionating on what we talking about. But first of all, let's get into it. Who can tell the best story on how y'all met? How did y'all meet?
Probably me.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. How did y'all meet?
She looking like
her face, like, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the true story.
Give him the true story.
You can't kick under this table.
So we met at St. Joseph Hospital.
Okay.
And I was hired on. She was a temp, and I was good at working. So the supervisor and them liked me.
Okay.
3 temps. They got me hired too. So when the supervisor was like, which 2 of the 3 should I hire? And she was like, I already know who you want me to hire, and like pointed at her.
Okay.
I was like, I mean, I don't care. She all right, you know. But really, I really wanted to hire her.
Right.
So they did, because she did good work and whatnot. And you know, I tried to date her a few times, and like she wasn't with it. So
here we go.
We had a little bit of controversy, and then she, you know, gave me my shot. And then it was all pops though, because my pops, he could cook. He could cook. Well, he got dementia now, but before that, so I had got a plate. I don't know the holiday. I believe it was the 4th of July, but I bought a plate over there.
Ah, you got it.
For her and mom.
Look how she looking now.
Yeah,
it was a wrap.
It was good. She got it with the food?
Yeah.
Okay, let her tell her version. What happened?
James got me with the food. He's just a delivery person.
So I don't think he could cook like him, baby.
Wow.
Like a James throw down. I was like, I guess I can give him
little time.
You know, little
time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long y'all been together?
So this happened in 2000.
Hey, before Cash Money.
We've been on. I just say it's been a roller coaster.
It's supposed to be.
It's been a roller coaster.
Okay, now let me bring the ladies in here and I want to have them kind of give the comments on. I'm gonna start with Nancy, then I'll bring it back in the studio. Nancy, I want you to just kind of and I want to talk about real life here, but as a woman in Nancy's position, I want Nancy to comment on looking at the growth and development of Black love and how that impacts society as a whole and how that makes it healthy. Now, watch what we did here. And y'all know I'm gonna always be I'm gonna be a pinchful controversial because that's how I am. I got some emails for having David Muhammad on the show on Sunday. Whatever. That's my brother. That's my brother, y'all. I mean, we've been talking behind the scenes.
Worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself. Mm-hmm. Now, notice, y'all, here it is, a quote unquote, I'm putting the quotations up, a Christian platform. But we talking about two boo things that show more love. I'm not gonna go there. So don't y'all email me.
Don't email them because they coming to me.
Yeah. So let's keep it in context. Nancy, talk about the profound impact of seeing healthy Black love in society.
Wow, Dad. I mean, I think it's necessary. I think it's something that's attacked.
Okay. Ooh.
I think it's something that is minimized. And I think it's something that we don't understand the power of, but that's the others do. Yeah. So it's something that is very, you see a lot more Black violence and a lot more Black failure than you do Black love and Black success. So it's up to us to make sure that is seen and recognized and celebrated.
That's exactly why I got him on here. Tracy, I'm coming to you and I'm finna throw you a doozy, Tracy. I'm finna throw you a doozy. Why does the church community beat up on boyfriends and girlfriends?
Why you get it right?
How am I supposed to answer that?
Because we've been in it and we've been conditioned that as soon as somebody joined the church and they boyfriend and girlfriend, we pressure them into getting married. And we have, watch this, I'm gonna say this, y'all. We have pressured a lot of marriages into getting married that wasn't ready to be married because we said they should have stayed boyfriend and girlfriend and learned each other for a little while. So talk about what you've seen, Tricia, in that. And how we need to, as a church, kind of just make sure we got to let people make their own choices and do it in their time frame. Go ahead, Tracy.
We do. So growing up, it was always like, you can't have a boyfriend, girlfriend. Like there's none of that. No boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. And when I did see young people get into relationships, it was always, so when's the date? Have y'all set a date? And there's all this pressure. So then usually it's the woman like, well, they saying this, so when is the date? So then she puts the pressure. Yeah. And then relationships happen when they shouldn't yet. Right. There's that waiting season. There's that where people need to do counseling. Yeah. And sometimes that doesn't happen. Awesome. You don't have the time to learn each other.
Right.
So we have to give people the time to really figure things out and not get all this pressure when a lot of old church people that are married ain't been happy for 45 years.
And been cheating 43.
Shut up, Lady T.
No, stop. Let me in, y'all.
Watch this, Lady T. They've been cheating how long?
43. For real.
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. So let me pull it in and pull it in this wise. And let's give a couple of layers of what we would think would be healthy advice. And I'm gonna pull Deron back in here in a minute. Of just being healthy when it comes to this thing, because again, you all, we ain't stepping on traditional church. We did what we saw do, and we did what we was told to do in church. And so let me say this.
Or what we thought was safe.
Or what we thought was safe. So there has been a lot of marriages that were never ordained by God in the first place. We forced it because of religion.
Amen.
Now, that does not mean because it was forced that if you can get God in it, you can get it healthy because it is the way it is. But the flip side of that is that we're holding people hostage to marriages. I'm about to get in trouble, that weren't ordained by God, and then we're using the the logos to keep them in jail in something that they need to get out because it's not healthy.
They in jail minus the bar.
Yeah. So with that, this is what we tell our children. We've told our children that, listen, learn from our experience. One of the greatest gifts that anyone can give you is their experience on how to get through your experience. It's still going to be your experience, but I'd rather you go through it smoother than me, better than me, and be wiser up front than getting the wisdom after the fact. Right. So we tell our children, listen, if you're going to get married, take the first 5 years just to learn each other. Try as best you can. We know that we living in a generation where babies is popping up, and it's okay. I have children out of wedlock. Most of us do. Our generation probably has the most dominant blended families in the history of time. So that's our reality. So I don't have an issue with that. Amen. But none of our children in the house, they don't have any children. Ain't nothing happened yet. So we telling them, meet your significant other, spend the first 5 years and learn each other and travel, establish your careers. Because unfortunately, y'all, we growing up with our children at the same time. I was a teen father, so I'm growing up with my son.
Listen,
so
go ahead. Like when people say, I'm not your friend. Yes, I am. I'm your best friend.
Yeah.
I'm your first friend.
Yeah.
So
next to
don't
your
get
siblings.
it twisted. When I tell my kids, when y'all do things that make me have to be a parent, I'm still gonna be a parent. I'm still your friend.
Yeah.
But I gotta switch my role.
Yeah.
I'm that same person, but I still have to teach you
Yeah.
what to do, when to do it, and how. When you don't do it the way I told you to, or if I don't see you doing it the right way.
That's good.
I do not like when they be like, I'm not your friend. That's why they not talking to you, because you're not their friend.
Yeah.
Think about it. I'm not your friend. You talk to people not your friend.
Yeah.
I'm my kid's best friend. My kids went to school. And so the girls are teenagers. They are 17, 15, and 16.
Yeah.
So I was real. I was like, y'all get any numbers? Y'all see somebody y'all like?
Yeah.
And they was like, mama, girl, stop playing. You was scoping on the first day. That's why you couldn't go to sleep. You was wondering if dude coming back from last year that you didn't get, or who knew. Come on.
That's real.
I'm like, Trey went to a whole different school. I was like, you see some girls? He was like, yeah. I was like, get any numbers? He was like, not yet. I was like, okay. I don't play with my kids.
Yeah.
They know I'm real. You ain't gonna know what's gonna come out my mouth. They be like, mama, for real?
Yeah.
You was thinking it? You're not gonna give me that answer.
And we might as well talk about it so we ain't got to talk about it after the fact.
Exactly.
Or you hiding it.
Yeah.
I'm open. That listen, parents, we might not be ready for what they bring to us, but understand that they are ready to learn.
Yeah.
And if they bring it to you, swallow everything and give them whatever you can, because you want to be the one to give it to them, not somebody else.
That's good. All right, y'all. We doing good, y'all. We got to come out this segment and pay the bills one more time. Then I'm gonna come back and get Deron and Sheila involved a little bit. This is the Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday edition. Let's get ready to do what we do. Hey, T, I can't sing, but it'll sound good to you if I do it.
Get it.
So we got all this love in the room. I don't know what to do with myself. Let's get into it, y'all. Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday edition. Straight P No Mix. Dr. Tony Whitley Jr., your favorite DJ, the hip hop preacher. We have a good dialogue. My man Deron and all of his boo thing and all his followers on here with us tonight. Listen, y'all, we got to pay the bills one more time. We'll be right back with more Straight P No Mix right here on the Movement Underground 9.0.
That's the way.
People use music to get out some of the things that hurt and pain and all that kind of stuff. So that's an outlet. It's good, but why do we have artists still dying? Why do we have church members still committing suicide?
It takes a village to raise a child, but what happens if you don't have one? As a life advisor, I open my village to expecting mothers and families with young infants up to 3 months old. It is my mission to exhibit a culture that supports life before and after birth. Relationship building and community networking is something that we take pride in. We offer free resources for families who need a village. We provide a safe space for you and your baby. For additional consulting, please be sure to reach out to Lady T to schedule an appointment. Welcome to our village.
Contact Lady T at 414-999-5427. 1, 2, baby. By our sponsors, CEO Latanya Baker and Dr. Melissa Barnes, the collaborative company featuring Generation of Excellence, JMJ Prenatal Care, GEO Trendsetters, and JNJ PNCC, Fashion, Community Resources, and meeting the needs of mothers and children in the greater Milwaukee area. Go to their website for more information, www.trendsetters.com, or contact them at 1-888-203-8808, extension 2, Generation of Excellence, JMJ Prenatal Care, GEO Trendsetters, and JMJ PNC, the collaborative company meeting the needs and concerns of all the women in the Milwaukee community area.
Hey, Jigga Man. Turn the bass up.
Come on, Lady T. Jigga.
Yeah.
Come on, Lady T, give me some.
It's the 9.0, 9-0. We got the flow on the show. Here I go. We got the Ron and Deborah on the show. We about to show you how this love thing go on the 9.0. Get it.
You done changed the whole doggone song, girl. You done changed the whole doggone song. I'm so glad you back. I'm glad you back, girl. Let's get into it, y'all. This is the Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday edition. Straight P, no mix. Dr. Tony Whitley Jr. Continue to share and tag people. The numbers have been wonderful on tonight. Shout out to my man, Deron. Shout out to his boo thing being in here, Sister Singleton and everybody. And let's bring our rest of our team back in. I want to get more into some more dialogue here. Now, this for some people, and it's not for us, Lady T, but for some people, it's a very sensitive area to talk about, but we need to talk about it because in our last segment, we brought it up that in our culture, a good percentage, I want to say about maybe 70 to 80% of the families are blended families. Now, let me cushion it with this, guys. We have the means and we have the example from a biblical standpoint to understand that we can healthily manage blended families. Jesus was a blended family. Joseph was not his biological father, y'all. So with that being in mind, of course, it comes with some challenges, but it's our reality. Lady T was talking to me earlier today. She said, babe, the series that you dealt with about 2 months ago, Ready Without the Reality, you need to bring that back because people think they're ready for a lot of things, but their reality don't dictate to what they think they're ready for. So let's talk about this and let's talk about giving some healthy markers and some healthy insight on how to manage, watch this, blended families that have, watch this, things surrounding it that you can't control. You can't control the other parent.
That's true.
You can't control the other, you know, and it's all in our culture now. Baby mama drama. Daddy, I don't even know what that term is. Now, so let's talk about it, and I'm gonna bring Deron in because I don't see no drama with y'all. Yeah, how many kids y'all got? What y'all got? How many babies y'all got?
2.
Okay, boys or girls?
Boy and girl.
A boy and girl. What's the ages?
Look, she said, listen.
25 and 9.
25 and 9. Yeah. Okay, that's a nice little age.
That's her face for me.
She's so organic. So let's bring it in here. And so I'll start with me and you, Lady T, to make everybody feel safe. Okay. So we the Black Brady Bunch. We got 10 kids together.
Oh yeah.
We have 5 in the home with us. Am I got the number right? Is it 5 in the home? 5 in the home. 5 in the home, and the rest of them are adults. Some is living out of state. We have my oldest son, which came out of the Run the Rebels too. Dale Williams is his uncle. Keon Whitley, that's my oldest son, and so he's in Nashville. Janae is in Houston. Donovan's in Houston. Keani is on the police force here. Caleb is in school at Sheboygan, and then the rest, and Deuce is here with us. He's working, got his job, and getting ready to do some schooling. And then the rest are left in high school. It's 15, 216, and the 17 that's about to be 18. So we got a sophomore, 2 juniors, and a senior.
Right.
Now, we don't have any children together. And we not having no children together.
Tonisha is the baby name.
If you say that name one more time, girl. You said that dumb name. Well, she tried to name our dog that. When we got our dog, she wanted to name our dog Tonisha.
Y'all know black folks always trying to blend names. Tonisha.
Yeah, give some meaning to the name. And watch this. This is the thing, Lady T. I love you so much. I would let you get away with it, but our reality is we finna have no. Our reality is we ain't having no babies. But with that, let's talk about how we were able to blend together coming from two different backgrounds, two, different children, some, even let's just be transparent. We got 10 children. All of them ain't dealing with us the way we would like for them to deal with us right now because they doing their own thing or they upset about the divorce or they upset that we with somebody else and all those. We got to talk real because we got to give real help.
Absolutely.
So what's the first bridge, Lady T? What's the first piece of advice that you would give to couples that's coming together that has to deal with blended situations?
First, I would say do some type of counseling.
That's good.
Because counseling brings out things that you don't even think about that may affect you when it comes up.
Yeah.
And if you're not able to get any counseling, just try to go in open, knowing that these are two different worlds trying to come together. And we can make it come together. We just got to make it fit. My fingers won't go together unless I open them up.
That's
and
good.
It's kind of like
Preaching.
you're just breaking it together, but we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
There's some things that he might been raised and did, but we didn't. And I'm like, okay, baby, help me understand it.
Right.
I came up with straight whoop your butt, don't say nothing, I don't care. He like, baby, we not hollering in his house, we not whooping, you don't correct like that. And I'm like, you really don't, because it just made me mad when I got a whooping.
Yeah.
I really didn't understand what was, being told when I got a whooping, when I got popped, when I got my phone took it.
Yeah.
Sit down and talk to me and tell me what I did wrong.
And let's correct it.
Yeah. Why is it wrong? Some
Yeah.
things children want to know why.
Yeah.
Not just it's wrong because I said it.
Right.
Do you even know why it's wrong?
Yeah.
Is it wrong because you don't like it, or is it wrong because it's wrong for other people or for my life? So I would just say be open when you're going into a relationship because we both got baggage.
That's good.
And Erykah Badu said, bag lady, you gonna hurt yourself dragging all them bags like that.
Stuff,
you don't have to drag what you don't need to if you drop them off and pick up a new load.
That's good. It's good. It's this good. This good. Like Duran, I'm coming to you. Now you got these two children. Those two children, y'all have those children together, or one is
one. We have one together.
And that's baby boy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's baby boy. So who's the daughter? Your baby or her baby?
Her.
But it's really y'all's.
Yeah.
So that's how I do it. So okay. So coming into that, how did you manage that coming in and helping and being an aid for your daughter?
So I came into it. I was young. I told you we met 2000.
Yeah.
So in 2000 and 0.
Yeah.
So man, I wasn't ready to be no father or nothing, but I was dealing with a woman that had a child. So I kind of grew with that. Like
That's
so
good.
we grew
together.
kind of together.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really knew my role. I just was me. And I just let it be what it was. And man, as she got older, she respected me as like a father figure.
Okay.
And it just blended. But I never tried to be the dad. I never tried to overstep. I just always did what I would do for anybody. Provide, offer myself.
See.
However the way she wanted it.
That's key. Say that last part again for the people in the back. It's how that child needed it.
Correct.
I think that's so important. I'm coming to you, sis. How was that him coming in your life? That means you were a single mom raising up your daughter. How was it bringing him in? And we got to deal with because I always tell my female relatives, your child can only have so many uncles. Everybody can't be an uncle, uncle so and so. You can only be so many uncles.
Uncle gone away when y'all ain't talking no more.
Right. Well, Uncle Boo Boo go.
It's gonna take me to McDonald's.
And he ain't bring the other kids now. He ain't bring the other kids now. We clowning today. How was that? How did you bring that in? How did you introduce your daughter to someone that you were thinking about bringing in your life? And how did y'all pace it to make it comfortable for her?
Well, what I came up, I was always taught you don't bring men around your child, especially if it's not the father.
Yeah.
So I was raised under the old school mom. Like, who is he? You introducing your daughter to him? We don't do that over here.
Yeah.
So I had to break that, stop it. Like, okay, he's a good guy. I work with him. I've been knowing him, getting to know him.
Okay.
And my daughter was young at that time. She was about 4.
Okay.
So I look at it as 4. She was still learning from me.
Yeah.
And as I introduced them, she was standoffish. At 4, she like,
I don't know you.
You ain't got no candy. I ain't
Right.
He tell you the trick. That's not with the candy.
So bringing him in as a father figure, I wouldn't pressure him to like I come as a package deal. You have to be a father to my daughter. No, I introduced
this is really good.
To my daughter. I'm telling you don't have to step in. You don't have to play the father role. I'm not asking you to play the father role for an absent father that was not there for her. And as we grew together, he's became the father that she didn't have.
Wow, that's powerful. And go ahead, ladies.
I love what she said. I'm a package. I'm a package, but you ain't got to get it all. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a package because they with me, but that don't mean I got to introduce you
Put
to
this
my
on you,
package.
yeah.
You know, you gotta earn this package. You know what I mean? You got a piece of the pie.
Right.
You just got the crumb,
That's
making look.
That's good.
A piece. That's it. I love that
This is
because
powerful.
that's what we say is when I'm a package deal. You got me and you my kids like. You making him be somebody he might not even prepared to be.
Right.
And he beating your kids. You might be smoking. No, beat your kids.
The
rape
truth.
your kids,
That's the truth.
all this
That's the
stuff.
truth. It's the
And
truth.
you just because he did you good, now you want him to be for real.
That's real.
Now he okay to be around your kids.
But let's segue here, and I know we're supposed to be out the segment. Actually, we got about another 2 minutes before we have to close the segment. I'm gonna go to Tracy, then I'm gonna come back to Deron. Because you pulled out this thing about, you know, kids, how we discipline them and how we agree to discipline and all that kind of stuff. And that brings a lot of confusion, particularly when you're not the biological parent. Let me say this as a disclaimer. My personal belief is that I don't use the term step nothing, because every time confusion come up, that's when you find out they want to step on you, either if it's the child or the parent, because you ain't my daddy, you ain't my mom and all this kind of stuff. So if, you know, and then the other thing is, I like what Deron said, and it was kind of a way that we approach things, Lady T. I didn't come in forcing them to meet my needs. I'm here to meet your needs. I'm not here to replace your dad. Right. And let me say something without it being offensive. I said I'm not here to replace your dad, but you can't replace something that's not there.
You are really you letting them know that I'm not trying to give them a mental, but you are stepping in the place where there is nobody there.
There's nobody there. And so
at the end of the day,
I let the children choose how did they wanted to address me, as long as it was some type of respect.
Right. What they call you, babe?
They call me Mr. Tony.
That's
what the boys call me Pops and the girls call me Mr. Tony. That's just the way it is. But and when they really want something, they want to manipulate me with they love, I'm daddy. They'll come to me and kiss me on my cheek and say, Dad, can I ask you something? But on the regular, but we establish with them, what are you comfortable with?
Right.
What are you comfortable with? And so with that, so now I want to be a balanced broadcast. Go ahead, Lacey, you want to spit something in there?
Only this is, and they're, and I don't even say their father, they're people's. I'm gonna be 100.
Quiet.
And I'm because I used to say their donor. I'm gonna be real, y'all. I used to say they donor, they donor, but one of my daughters, I seen how it hurt her so bad. And I'm gonna cry just because the hurt that we don't understand that we do when we trying to just get it off our chest. I had to say, God, give me a word, because I'm breaking my baby, but I'm almost cussed. I'm dang near not gonna call this Negro her daddy or her father, but I need to give me something that's comfortable
for
and
her.
He was like, for her. I was like, Lord, give it to me. He was like, that's her people. And I'd be like, that's your people. Your people this, your people that. And I said all that to say their people is, I mean, I could say 99% not in their life, but they still give him that respect that they don't want to call him. And I mean, for me, they know that this is their real father because that's who they can go to. They don't even, when I even make jokes, I'd be like, so on birthdays, can I just do what he do? Don't call, don't say nothing, don't give y'all nothing. And it's okay.
Look at the
like, they be like, oh my, why? I'm like, because y'all give him a pass. And I try to help them understand, you know, to be balanced, not competition, but help me understand why he get a pass.
Yeah.
And that's the I just want to
go ahead, give me 30 seconds. I got to pay. We got to pay the bills one more time, then we'll come for the last one. But it's good though. No, I want you to get in there.
I think, you know, my mother always raised me where, Sheila, don't ever talk bad about their fathers in front of them.
Oh, I wish we had more time to deal with that.
You do not want that child to form an opinion about that absentee parent.
We got to bring y'all back.
Or you. Or you.
Exactly.
Because they'll start like hating you.
Because they'll end up saying what you said.
Yes.
And it's not fair to that child. Y'all may not get along now. Y'all got along at least once because that baby was made.
For a pinch or something.
Because you cannot do that. Like, don't get me wrong. I had issues with my kids' fathers, but when God brought me and Mr. Walker together, Jesse, you know,
Jimmy
our
Walker.
family is just, we don't do the stepfather.
You can win, Jesse.
We don't. That's our.
You can win, Jesse.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We don't do.
y'all.
We don't do stepdad. We don't do stepmom. My oldest daughter, who is Jesse's biological daughter, but that's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't say, like, in our family, if you say, well, Granny is not your real granny.
Okay.
That's a whole family fight.
For real.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's drama.
We don't do that.
That's drama.
So it's you don't do that. So
pop, yeah. That's it. Pop, yeah.
I don't understand why I'm the only one that get it though.
She'll figure that out after a while. She gonna figure that out. I gotta go to break so I can get to the last word. I told her to take 30 seconds. She's like, I don't normally get it, so when you pass it to me, I'm gonna hit it for a long time. So how did I can kiss the sky? She tried to get there. She got to get there. All right, y'all. We got to pay one more commercial break, and then we'll be back for the last word. Let's do what we do.
Good, John.
Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday edition. This is the Straight P No Mix. We ain't even got enough time to discuss the stuff that we've been dealing with blending families and black love, so we know we're going to bring our peoples back. But listen, we'll be right back for the last word right here on the Movement Underground 9.0 Straight P No Mix. We'll see y'all in a minute. Let's ride. Look at Lady T.
Hey, I'm in a Jeezy fly, y'all. All I'm looking for the Jeezy this today. Hey.
I start off with my own honesty and self-awareness because I'm modeling for others, right? And so I explain to them some of the modalities that I use and how it shows up. And really, it's this premise that we as humans, we are products of our experiences. And so how we've learned to show up in the world, a lot of us are interacting from survival wounds.
Art Music Group.
Moving Underground 9.0. Mr. Church, get his brothers some advice, man, and show some love to him.
No doubt, no doubt. First of all, I want to send some love to you, Dr. Tony.
It's your attitude.
You singing? You sound good on that mic, girl. You sound good on that mic.
We are Art Music Group.
Moving Underground 9.0 Thursday edition. Straight P No Mix. Your favorite DJ.
Switching like you to Reebok.
You switch it up like that?
Yeah.
This is the Straight P No Mix. Shout out to Nancy, Tracy, Sheila, Lady T, Team Underground. Shout out to Deron, Sister Singleton, and all of our Underground faithful viewers tonight. Y'all been blessing us. Y'all been blessing us. It is now time for the last word, for the last word, for the last word. Lady T, it's time for the last word. So what is the last word, y'all? Listen, and we ain't trying to be churchy and all that kind of stuff, but whatever God put on your heart to just share to help somebody tonight, we want you to give them a word within 30 seconds.
Let her go first, because if she go, she is getting out the session and she not getting. You know what? You come back Sunday.
If it happen again, I'm gonna put this on you.
I'm so done. I'm done.
I'm gonna put that.
Dang, all that.
All that, because she choking. She holding it too long. Let's get the last word. Let's bring our people in. Let's start with you. Let's start with you, Sheila. What's the last word for tonight?
Leave me alone.
Worry about yourself.
Leave me alone.
Worry about yourself.
Leave me alone.
Get in there, Mike, and say something. Come on, what you got for it?
Love on yourself. Please.
That is good. That is good.
Please love on yourself. We're going through so much right now, and sometimes people forget to love on themselves because they're so busy taking care of everybody else.
That's good. That's good. Come on, Nancy. What's the last word for tonight?
Just be authentic.
They go the Holy Ghost. And suddenly, I felt that. Go ahead, Nancy.
Just to be authentic and honest with yourself first, and then with the people you love.
That's good. Tracy Tree, super producer Uno Trey. What you got for us tonight?
And also caring for yourself. Don't forget that other people around you need love too.
Amen.
That's balance. That's balance. That's balance. Come on, Boothang. Deron Boothang, what you got today? What's the last word for the people?
Self-love.
Ah.
Yes.
Self-care.
Yeah.
Self-help. be able to help yourself in a time of a need. Self-care, take time out for yourself.
Yeah,
That's so real.
And just love yourself. Just get up in the mirror, just look in the mirror and be like, you got this, girl.
That's it.
I like that. That's
I was just in my head saying, Jeezy, wake up in the morning. What am I doing? Like,
you
for
on
real.
one today. You are so on one today.
Can I just take it?
I want you to take it. Go ahead.
Just in
you
the
can
morning.
take anything from me, girl. You can have whatever you want.
You can have whatever you like.
Y'all love one tonight. I'm feeling y'all. Y'all gonna act like this. Act like this on Sunday when I ain't have no music playing for the whole doggone show. Lord Jesus, I just got delivered yesterday. Do I need to do a sound check right now to make sure we can hear? Can you hear me?
At least we was.
Come on, Lady T. What you gonna say?
I don't know. Now you make me I forgot.
It'll come back to you. The Holy Ghost will bring it back to your remembrance.
Good too.
Deron, what's the last word for tonight, man?
So I'm a cheat. I got two really.
Come on.
So the first one is you got to learn yourself.
That's
Most
good.
people don't learn themselves.
I like
it's hard
that,
to learn and love somebody else if you don't even know yourself.
Yeah.
So know your purpose. And the second one I got for y'all is when you judging like people's Facebook, social media, just know that that's the highlight reel. So when you compare your life to somebody's highlight reel, it's always you're always gonna feel short.
Killing it.
Love it.
Don't hurt him, hammer. Don't hurt him, hammer. What's the last word for the night, Lady T?
Okay, so I remember what I was going to say.
I knew it was gonna come back.
By our bed, we have two different like sayings.
Mm-hmm.
Mine says, "Be who you go be," and his says, "Don't stop who you are." And I could be paraphrasing a little bit, but every morning when you look up, you get to see something to encourage you, to remind you. And I keep it. If the kids knock it over, I put it back up because I want you to see it, to remind yourself. If you don't have nothing to remind you, come up with something to remind you who you are. In our floss group, every time we have a meeting, we talk about I'm special because.
Yeah.
The first day, some of our ladies couldn't even know why or think why they felt that they were special. We do it once a month. The next month, after loving on these ladies, pouring into these ladies, they were able to say something. The next time we were able to say something. So, I mean, find your purpose.
I like
know
that.
who you are.
I like that.
And don't let nobody, they didn't give you that purpose, so they can't take it away from you.
Yes.
Stop allowing people to strip you from what you feel is you.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's good.
Amen.
I love it. All right, y'all. We're a ministry of integrity. We start on time and we end on time. I'm real close to adding a little more time to the Thursday Straight P because people be really needing it and they want to hang out with us a little bit longer. So I'm gonna consider that. But the last word for me on tonight, and I'm gonna pull from Sister Singleton, and I want to just amplify it a little bit and put it in the comments, please. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. But once you take care of your self-care, go ahead and collaborate. Get with somebody and help them take care of themselves too.
That's it.
And I'm bringing in what Tracy said too. Once you do what you do, and I think that's the tug of war, Lady T. We were kind of talking about that this week. I was appealing to you. I said, listen, I need your help with organizing me and then encouraging me to stay consistent with my organization, meaning that, I want to be healthier to be able to, I'm double nickels. I love all my kids. Soon I got 3 grandboys already, but I think we're going to, God gonna bless us with some more grandbabies. But I want to be able to play with them. I want to be healthy with them. I want to be able to, I love it today. Yesterday we was going to get Kendall from school and we was walking into the store and we was holding hands and the dude was like, we don't see people holding hands no more.
Like, really?
And I'm like, yeah, I can walk good because I walk like a ball player. But I want to be healthy and I ain't trying to get back to the league, but she's helping me stay consistent on doing my workouts and making sure that I get water throughout the day and that I eat a little bit because I go all day without eating. So we need each other and caring for ourselves to be consistent and helping each other care for each other. Come on, Lady T.
We ain't trying to ball, but we still shoot jumpers.
Yeah. Oh, I got that on tape too. All right, y'all. We getting ready to get out of here. Listen. This is a mandate for the Movement Underground 9.0. If you need somebody to talk to, listen, I need you to go right to your phone, dial 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. If you don't want to talk to nobody on the phone, you can get into a chat. 988lifeline.org. Go there if you need somebody to hear you, listen to you, and you need some help. And then you always know our inbox is open at the Movement Underground 9.0. If you need to reach out to us, listen, we certified and we love you. We care. We'll take some time out and listen to you and try to help you be a better you. Also, listen, make sure you tune in this Sunday. I got to do the giving links first. Then I'll close out with the promo. So listen, we need you to continue to be a blessing to us here at the Movement Underground 9.0. Go go to these 2 giving links and give on both of them if you can. Cash App, $ Movement 90 at PayPal, the Movement Underground 9.0 at gmail.com. Go there right now. Sow your seed today to continue to help us be the #1 social media podcast in the nation. Shout out to Duran. Shout out to Sister Singleton. And all of you have been on here with us on tonight. And listen, we're going to get ready to ride out here. So let's get ready to do what we do. And we doing something new on Thursday night. We closing out with who's coming up on Sunday. So make sure, get that banner up for me real quick, Tracy. Make sure you tune in this Sunday, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Movement Underground 9.0 Sunday edition. We got Minister Sheila Walker. She'll be in studio with us again. The Underground Battle Chat, Mr. Church, and all these wonderful guests. It's going to be an all rock the mic Sunday. All the guests is rock the mic. Okay, yeah, these all artists. So we got a nice little melody that we putting together, but it's going to be a hot show. All right, y'all, we got to get ready to do what we do. Y'all know how we get down. Let's roll. Movement Underground 9.0 Thursday edition. I almost said Sunday. I'm so far into Sunday. Listen, y'all, it's been good. Shout out to Deron. Shout out to his boo thing, Sister Singleton. Shout out to Nancy and Tracy, Sheila, and Lady T, Team Underground. Listen, we'll see y'all right here Sunday, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Movement Underground 9.0 Facebook and YouTube.
This is how we do it. Reason down the freeway, just me and my baby. In our lives.
I'll let that ride a little bit later too. I thought you was gonna start singing to me.
Listening to the
We out.
What if I back for you?
Man, just needed time.
You clouded. Run that promo for me.
Moving Underground 9.0.
Who said we lost?
Yeah.
9.0. Keep it locked. Sure.
Featuring Turn Up, Phoenix Versatile, Bond Maids,
And the Underground Battle where you get your head buzzed.
It ain't gotta be this grandiose, is that a word? Grandiose situation. God, I want y'all to put this in the comments. I think this is going to be really good. God operates in the practical.
Tune in Sundays, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Movement Underground 9.0 Facebook. Movement Underground 9.0 YouTube.
1, 2, baby.